Yes, social media, where everyone gets engaged online through entertainment, common interests, and social connections. Since the pandemic has impacted the way we live our life, social media became more vital than ever. We all want to connect when it comes to virtual chat or messaging, but this method is not quite as effective as hanging out with people on site. Although when time is money, we all rely upon technology to socialize and live efficiently than the old days. But there are some drawbacks to this, or could I say a lot of it, since I was one of those nerds who can't get out of the monitor. Hey y'all, it's me again. I'm going to talk about competing yourself in a competition, and how it relates to social media in general. Again, I'll have to be a little brief as possible since I may not have the luxury to do solid research. This will be more of an opinion based on experience. I've been obsessed with the internet since middle school during my 8th grade year. This was the time online wasn't as important as it was today. My parents were old school and they had no idea how to use them until now, so it's pretty new to me to use it myself. By the time I hit 17 years old, the internet became a thing for teenagers and adults, but it was still at a puberty stage when it comes to being safe for everyone. I scrolled on DeviantArt and saw pictures of artworks from talented artists, and I was hooked. I thought myself that someday I'll be one of them. However, I did not have the necessary tools like a drawing tablet because my parents couldn't afford it until my graduation. Although I was able to draw, I had no idea how to paint, so I took a small art class in a community college. Finally, my parents decided to let me take an art school because they knew it was my passion, but it does cost a lot of tuition. I was pretty happy, but also nervous because I have to read it just myself with new friends, even if I had few friends after community college. As naive and secretly arrogant as I am as a 20-something years old, I thought my art will shine over anyone else that never drew before. Until I realized there was over 100 artists in the university who are fast learners and already been hired for an internship. I felt pretty jealous, not because their drawings are better than mine, but because they succeeded to land in a job they love or found a mentor that can help them out. Does it really matter if people can work harder to get the dreams they wanted or work smarter? During college, especially art school, I felt very alone and isolated myself with people because of my pride, even if they didn't notice. I would be silent and only go with the flow with my so-called acquaintances. Friends takes a lot more work than just saying friend, and I probably should have gotten a job I was looking for if it wasn't for the connections during college. I had many regrets as an artist, but thankfully, I had many chances now, as long as I don't often procrastinate. Thanks to the people who've given me advice and support, I was able to reset, despite getting older, of course. So what does this have to do with competing myself in a competition? I believe as a human being, we often compare ourselves to others because we want to know if we're getting better or getting ahead. I always compare my art with other artists, especially the professional ones, trying to know if I'm doing it right. But time after time, it feels like my own art isn't enough. But what really frustrates me is that some artists whose drawings or animation doesn't look like something out of Michelangelo or Richard Williams already have the high-paying art jobs. They all started at the bottom. It feels really hard. Trust me, life can be very irrational. So, what do I have to do in order to improve myself? I have to block all distractions, That includes television, video games, and social media. And yes, social media, the kryptonite of art comparison. Boy, the internet changes the way I see the world. And it really sucks because so much information we gather online can impact our mental health, including those who just want to belong, get followers, and be liked. So why am I talking about this? It seems that I am indeed rambling about my art life as if I am far behind other artists. Or is that the case? Perhaps I am overwhelming about, and maybe other artists are doing the same, because it's never going to end. What if that professional or popular artist may have reached their lowest point just because they put in their heart and soul into something incredibly meaningful? Do you really believe that they're happier than those who are not successful? Competing yourself with others is good. I believe it helps somebody understand their own failures and figure out how they improve by examining those who succeeded. Comparing yourself with others is not okay, to be honest. Your distractions is turning towards them and not focusing on yours. Sure, it's difficult to avoid this habit, but it is doable. Just invest in yourself and be patient. So please stop watching TV or scroll on the internet if necessary. Quit looking at Instagram if you feel mentally drained. Take your time to set your own goals and see what makes you happy. But don't push away those you admire and got jealous at the end just because they're on the winning team. I was like that because of their age, their skill, and mostly their career. I thought I would never be happy because of them, but that mindset is just another way of feeling miserable about myself. So this is my advice. Stop thinking and start doing. Keep failing a lot at a short amount of time before you get older so you can succeed a lot in a short amount of time. Throw away anything that is trash to you and find something that will help you. I have to cut this video short since I'm currently doing more projects, but I will do more solid research for another video sometime and possibly a short limited animation. Thank you for watching and see ya!